Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your inner voice. Let's go invent tomorrow rather than worrying about what happened yesterday. The people who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones who do. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. I'm as proud of many of the things we haven't done as the things we have done. Innovation is saying no to 1,000 things. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Being the richest man in the cemetery doesn't matter to me. Going to bed at night saying we've done something wonderful, that's what matters to me. Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important tool I've ever encountered to help me make the big choices in life. Sometimes when you innovate, you make mistakes. It is best to admit them quickly and get on with improving your other innovations. I think if you do something and it turns out pretty good, then you should go do something else wonderful. Do not dwell on it for too long. Just figure out what's next. I think the things you regret most in life are the things you didn't do. I don't care about being right. I care about success and doing the right thing. Focus and simplicity have been my mantras. Simple can be harder than complex. You have to work hard to get your thinking clean to make it simple. We're here to put a dent in the universe. Otherwise, why else even be here? Be a yardstick of quality. Some people aren't used to an environment where excellence is expected. Quality is more important than quantity. One home run is much better than 2 doubles. We're just enthusiastic about what we do. I'm convinced that about half of what separates successful entrepreneurs from the non-successful ones is pure perseverance. You have to be burning with an idea or a problem or a wrong that you want to right. If you're not passionate enough from the start, you'll never stick it out. For you to sleep well at night, the aesthetic, the quality, has to be carried all the way through. Creativity is just connecting things. The greatest thing is when you do put your heart and soul into something over an extended period of time, and it is worth it. Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. Things don't have to change the world to be important. Details matter. It's worth waiting to get it right. It's really hard to design products by focus groups. A lot of times, people don't know what they want until you show it to them. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. This approach has never let me down, and it has made all the difference in my life. Technology is nothing. What's important is that you have faith in people, that they're basically good and smart, and if you give them tools, they'll do wonderful things with them. Get closer than ever to your customers. So close that you tell them what they need well before they realize it themselves. Sometimes life is going to hit you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. Even if we lose our money, we'll have a company. For once in our lives, we'll have a company. The doers are the major thinkers. The people that really create the things that change this industry are both the thinker and doer in one person. I don't mind being wrong, and I'll admit that I'm wrong a lot. It doesn't really matter to me too much. What matters to me is that we do the right thing. I do not adopt softness towards others because I want to make them better. Focusing is about saying no, and you've got to say no, no, no. When you say no, you piss off people. If you don't love it, you're gonna fail. Picasso had a saying, "Good artists copy, great artists steal," and we have always been shameless about stealing great ideas. In the broadest context, the goal is to seek enlightenment, however you define it. Ultimately, it comes down to taste. It comes down to trying to expose yourself to the best things that humans have done, and then try to bring those things into what you are doing. We do no market research. We don't hire consultants. We just want to make great products. Design is not just what it looks like and feels like. Design is how it works. I think all of us need to be on guard against arrogance, which knocks at the door whenever you're successful. You can't just ask customers what they want and then try to give that to them. By the time you get it built, they'll want something new. I always advise people, don't wait. Do something when you are young, when you have nothing to lose, and keep that in mind. You should never start a company with the goal of getting rich. Your goal should be making something you believe in, making a company that will last. One way to remember who you are is to remember who your heroes are. We were really working 14 to 18-hour days, 7 days a week. For like 2 years, 3 years. That was our life. But we loved it. We were young and we could do it. People judge on your performance, so focus on the outcome. It's more fun to be a pirate than to join the Navy. The only thing you have in your life is time. If you invest that time in yourself to have great experiences that are going to enrich you, then you can't possibly lose. People who know what they're talking about don't need PowerPoint. The Lisa people wanted to do something great, and the Mac people want to do something insanely great. The difference shows. We figured even if we crash and burn and lose everything, the experience will have been worth 10 times the cost. The really great person will keep on going and find the key, underlying principle of the problem, and come up with a beautiful, elegant solution that works. There's a tremendous amount of craftsmanship between a great idea and a great product. We are very careful about what features we add because we can't take them away. Most people don't get those experiences because they never ask. I've never found anybody that didn't want to help me if I asked them for help. Each year has been so robust with problems and successes and learning experiences and human experiences that a year is a lifetime at Apple. You've got to be willing to fail. You got to be ready to crash and burn, with people on the phone, with starting a company, with whatever. If you're afraid of failing, you won't get very far. You've got to start with the customer experience and work back toward the technology, not the other way around. The smallest company in the world can look as large as the largest company on the web. I think this is the start of something really big. Sometimes that first step is the hardest one, and we've just taken it. No, we don't know where it will lead. We just know there's something much bigger than any of us here.